Happy October, my very favorite month of the whole year. Oh my gosh. So it's Fun Fold Friday again. And today I am going to share with you a fun fold that I learned from my friend and upline, Sharon Armstrong. It's called a swing card. I'll have a link to her blog so you can see hers and all of the measurements over on my blog. Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome to Creating with Christina. My name's Christina Reese and this is of course my channel. I come live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my Facebook page to bring you tips on card making. And that is what we're doing today, a fun fold. So, few things before we get started though. I do have a new host code, so let me put that up there. All right. And because it's October. And remember, if you spend $50 or up to $149, if you'll use this host code, I will send you a thank you gift. Now, if you go to $150 and up, then do not use my host code and you be your own host and you choose your own free gift from Stampin' Up. The way it works when you put my host code in is I choose the gift because I'm getting the reward points and then I send them to you. So anyways, that's just a little bit there for you. Now, the other big thing is Saturday. Saturday is our day. It is World Card Making Day. And I hope all of you will find some time tomorrow to sit down and either make a card or send a card or get together with some friends and make cards, whatever you plan to do. But if you'll take a picture of something you're doing in the card world, please hashtag WCMD 2021. Okay, so that's hashtag World Card Making Day. So WCMD 2021. And that way we can all share with each other and we can look and search and see each other's stuff they're doing. All right. So that's it. We got a lot of people joining us this morning. Good morning. Good morning. I see very quickly John and Kathy, Colleen, Carol, Shirley. Good morning, you guys. Okay. So let's make a new card. Let's make this card. Let me switch my screen over. There we go. And let me get rid of that. I'm going to go ahead and leave my host code up there for right now. I want to share with you what we're doing today. So I pulled out, this is the paper I'm using. Now I know it's October, but we only have 12 weeks until Christmas. So I'm going full head on Christmas card making starting right now. And this is a fun Christmas card we're going to be making. And like I said, I'm using the Painted Christmas card designer paper. Now, the reason I'm pulling this out is, dun, 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 we also have a new card kit by mail. It's available right now, starting October 1 through 10. You can sign up for this card class. And in this card class, you'll get a half a pack of this Painted Christmas designer paper. And it also uses the stamp set that we're going to be using today. And that is Merriest Moments. All right. So that's exciting. Now, if you are on my newsletter, you will get an update today on the card kit. If you are not on my newsletter, however, please do so. There's a link in the description on YouTube. And if you just go to my blog, there'll be a pop-up, or over on the right side, you'll see it there too, how to sign up for my newsletter. Okay. Here we go. First thing that you have to do on this card is cut out all the pieces. So I've got all the pieces here for us. The first piece, of course, is the base. And like I said, all these measurements are going to be on my blog along with some pictures. All right, so there's the base. You're going to need an insert. And the insert is cut at 5 1/4 by 8. So 5 1/4 by 8. But then it is scored at 2 inch, 4 inch, and 6 inch. All right. You're going to be folding this like so and making it so it looks, let me get out of my picture. There we go. Looks like this. I'm going to scoot over so I can quit getting in there. All right. Yeah, so it looks like that. But anyways, I'll show you that again in a minute. Your designer paper, you're cutting traditional 4 by 5 1/4. You're also going to have a decorative panel. So what I mean by a decorative panel, excuse me, let me pull off that sticky, oh, that is really sticky paper. The colored cardstock, which you want to coordinate with your DSP, is cut at 2 1/8 by 2 3/8. Then the white piece that we're going to decorate is 2 inches by 2 1/4. Okay, and we're just going to put that right on the front there. So we have that. And last but not least, you do need a stitched rectangle or some kind of rectangle that is about 2 3/4 by 4 inches. If you have the stitched rectangled layers, it is the 1, 2, 3, 4th one in there, okay? The 4th largest size. And so that's that. What else do we need? That's it. Okay. Get all this out of the way and let's start putting this card together. Oh my gosh, Trudy, wait, that's not Trudy, that's Stephanie McKnight. Awesome, Stephanie, I can't wait. I'm gonna be ordering the Garden of Eden collection myself. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm talking about these comments. Stephanie McKnight just said she was up at 12:20 a.m. last night so she could get the Garden of Eden collection that's coming out. For customers, it's available in November. For demonstrators, it's available right now, October 1st. So that's another reason why you wanna be on my team. You get to order early. All right, so we have our base here. And we are going to adhere our DSP on here, okay? So get all these Post-it notes off here. And let me get my adhesive out. Whoops, I had it out. What did I do with it? There it is. Now, when you put the adhesive on, actually, you're going to want to put it on all the sides, okay, and in the center. And the reason you need to put it in the center is because you're going to be cutting the center out and you need the layers to stay together, okay? So I have it on all the sides. You can kind of see it in the reflection of the light and in the center. And then this, of course, is just centered on the card front. And you have about 1/8 of an inch of the card front showing. There we go. And just stick that on there real good. Done. Next step. Die cut the stitched rectangle and be aware of the pattern. So what I mean by that is when I cut this out, I want to put it back in just like this. So just kind of, it's just be aware of it. It's no big deal, but if you're kind of not thinking about it, you may accidentally glue it in there the wrong way and it won't look funny. You'll go, oh man, I didn't mean to do that. So that's all. It's really no big deal. I just like mentioning it. So we've got that. Let me get out my cutting machine here. Get my fan out of here. Okay. Oh, get your cutting machine. Oh. There we go. All right, so I've cut this out. Now my next step, oops, come on. Oh, it's kind of, did it not go? It didn't go all the way through. I need to re-cut it again. Yeah, be careful. Sometimes you have to go through, because you are cutting through 2 layers, the DSP and the cardstock. So let's have it go through a couple of times. There we go. Let's see if that's better. Now, there we go. That's much better. Now I can pull that off. But be careful with that sticky tape because it's been pressed really hard going through that cutting machine, and it can tear your paper if you're not careful. Okay, so just do it slowly and you'll be fine. There we go. And there we go. All right, so we got that. And then this is stuck together because you put adhesive on the center. Okay, so there we have our front and our cutout. Now, the next thing, you're going to need a bone folder. This is the key to making a, what did I say? The bone folder is key to making this card. You want nice, sharp, crisp edges, folds. So you're going to fold it this way, okay? Then you're going to fold it back on itself this way. However, you're not going to do the next, you're not making an accordion. This one does not go that way. It goes back behind, okay? So it goes back behind, and you want a nice, crisp edge. All right, so now we have our edge. Like I said, here it is. Whoops, there we go. So it looks like that, okay? Now, before we adhere this to the card, we need to stamp. You absolutely need to stamp before you put this on, because once you've glued it in, it's almost impossible to get the stamp to lay flat. So let me make sure I've got my card going correctly here. Yeah. All right, so this this part that bends back, this part that bends back is the front. And so this goes on the inside of the card. All right. So it goes like that. Okay. And let me make sure I'm not messing. I need my base. Here we go. Here's my base. Get all these out of here. Go ahead and fold that closed. Use my bone folder on that. Okay. All right. Now, so this is going to go in like that. Okay. And then it will stay like that. Okay. So see, once it's all glued together, if your stamp block is bigger than this area, it's almost impossible to stamp. So we need to stamp right here. And I have A Joyful Christmas to You and Yours. And I'm doing this in Real Red. So let me get my Real Red out. And you also want to do it at the top so that you can leave room to write a little message and sign your name. Okay. And of course you could stamp other things on there too, but we're just going to be simple today. All right. We've got that. Now we need to glue this in. We only want this panel stuck to this card, okay, to this section. You also want liquid glue. That will, first of all, it'll keep it, it's really sturdy, but it'll also give you just a wee bit of wiggle room when you place this down. And you're going to want about 1/8 of an inch at the top and the bottom and about 1/4 of an inch on the side. And if you have grid paper, you can see that really well. Whoops. I said you need just a little bit of wiggle room. Come on. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect, but, you know, about there. Okay. Now we close the card. Yeah, it really need to be over a little bit more. Sorry. Yep. Yeah, that's why I want liquid glue, because I have just a wee bit of time to save it. Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's still wanting to stick fast. Come on. There we go. I think we got it that time. Okay, whoops. A little glue everywhere. Got a little smudge there. It'll be all right. All right. Now when we close it, it's not over the edge on that side. Now, I know it's hard to see in white. Okay. I'm looking up at comments. Norma says it's gorgeous. Yes, it is gorgeous, DSP. And Maria loves Real Red. I do too, Maria. I know it's Minnie's color too, isn't it, Maria? Maria is my Disney fanatic. Well, I don't know if you're a fanatic, but you like Disney a lot. All right, so we've got that part. What is the next section? Here we go. The next part is to close the panel, and now we're going to add glue to the window frame to the left. All right, so we've closed this fold thing, and we only want this panel to stick right here. And so I said, make a C with your glue. Of course, it's a square C, but you do not want to get glue over here, and you don't want to get glue here. The reason you don't want it here is because it's going to show. The reason you don't want it over here is because you wouldn't be able to open your card. All right, so just right there is where you put glue. And like I said, I'll have a picture of this on the blog. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Not too much because it'll squish out. There we go. And close that. Okay. And now for that piece that we cut out, we're going to stick that back in. Now this is what, I'm going to get I've got glue all over my fingers and it's just sticking everything. This is where you need to be careful about your pattern. Okay, so that's the pattern right there. Now watch what happens if I accidentally put it in upside down. It's really no big deal. I mean, you just can kind of see like right there, it doesn't match up. But this designer paper is so busy, you might not even notice it. But if you're particular, or if you have a pattern that's very obvious, just be careful that you put your rectangle in just where it goes. Now, you only want it to be glued to this side. Okay, so this panel on the right. Okay, so I'm going to take my glue again. running out of glue. There we go. Just a little bit. Okay. And now stick this in here. Okay. Now, while that sits there, we're going to let that dry. Put that over to the side. Actually, I'm going to put a heavy block on it. So I have this big block, and that's going to be real nice right there. And that's just going to weigh that down and let it dry. Put that out of the way. We're going to decorate this little piece now. Okay, so this is my decorative piece. Whenever I have a white background like this, sometimes I think it's just too stark and it's too... it needs something on it. And one of my favorite things to do is to splatter ink. So I'm just going to move this out of the way for a sec. Put this here. Get myself a little scrap paper to protect my surface. Hold on. I forgot to get some before I started. That's all right. And you're going to use the paintbrush side. Now, you don't have to use a Stampin' Blend. You can use the regular Write markers, but you just want the paintbrush end, okay? And you just take your cap and you just flick. Okay, flick, flick, flick. Awesome. Isn't that cool? Just, you know, like I said, it was too white. Now, I have these pieces from the stamp set. And like I said, this is the stamp set that we're using in the card kit by mail for this month, for October. I've stamped 2 poinsettias, different layering sizes, so I can layer them and make it, you know, nice full poinsettia there. And then 2 holly leaves. Now I know poinsettias don't have holly leaves, but that's just what we're doing. Okay. Oh, I've almost forgot. We're going to stamp Joy down here also. So let's get that. And it needs to be nice and dark. So I have my Evening Evergreen. And let me ink that up nice and moist. There we go. And Joy. Love that. Nice and dark, but not black. Black, yeah, I mean, black would be okay, but it's nice that we have a color that's very dark like that. Now, these are just going to go right here. And, of course, they have to be up on dimensionals. All right, so first one. Come here. Come on. Go. And we'll just do that right there. And then the second one. Now, if you're worried about thickness going through the mail, because here in the U.S. you can only have a 1/4 inch thickness, or they charge you extra because it won't go through our sorting machine, you may not want to put the second poinsettia up on dimensionals. But anyways, all right, and our leaves, I can't seem to pick them up. I'm just going to put a little glue on the tip there and stick that under the poinsettia. Come on. There we go, and on this side, they're really sticking to my paper. I can't seem to pick them up. Where are my tweezers? There we go. All right, put a little glue on this one. Come on. Ah. There we go. This pretty. I love this. All right, and you know what? I think yeah. Okay. I probably should have put it over if I was going to do it that way, but no biggies. No biggies. All right, now our card. Put our card back, and this is going to go on our card. Oh, you know what? Oh, I think that'll be okay. Hold on. No, it won't. Yikes! You don't want your poinsettias to go over. Can I get this off of here? Ah, probably. I can do anything, right? We can. Creative people can do anything. Okay. Oof, but that is going to be tough with liquid glue. I'm just using my fingernail and just kind of digging out. All right, this is how you do it if you need to redo it. You just kind of be careful, but you can. All right, so now I need my glue back because my poinsettia needs to move over and my holly leaves need to come in. So that's good to know. Don't let your part of your decoration go over the edges of the rectangle. Well, it can go over this edge because this is popping out, but this one has to go through. So if you have something coming over it, it's not going to pop up. All right, so let's put that there. And re-stick these down. There we go. And let me hold it for a minute because I really, it's really wet. So Michelle said she just bought some butterfly postage stamps. Oh, yes. So here in the US, we have 75 cents, or is it 95? No, 75-cent stamps. And they're butterflies. And what that does is that is a stamp that tells the post offices, don't put it through the machine. You have to hand stamp it. Okay. And that's why it's more expensive, because they're going to hand stamp it and put it through the system. So if you do have a little extra thickness, then just stick but it still has to be under an ounce. So if it's over an ounce, you have to put the extra postage on also. It's and they've raised the prices again. So the U.S. Postal Service is getting out of control. Now that fits. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, here we go. I don't know where that voice came from. There we go. All right. Oh, you know what this needs? Some bling. Where's my bling? Where is my bling? I know it's out here. I had it. Come on, where are you? Where are you, bling? Oh, there it is, just hiding under the ribbon. I love these. These wonderful gems come in the card kit also. The card kit is 4 designs using this Merriest Moments. The Painted Christmas DSP, these beautiful gems, and also this old olive and peacock ribbon. So I love making card kits for you guys, and it seems like you guys like them, so I'll keep doing them. There we go. Now it's got something. It's got a little in the center. Here we go. You ready for it? You ready for it? 1, 2, 3, boom. Oh, I was out of the camera. Let me try it again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, boom. Awesome, huh? I just love this. So, like I said, I got this from Sharon Armstrong. She's my upline. Well, she's my up line. So she's way up there. She's a she's a platinum elite. She's as high as I can go in the company. She's awesome. That is it. Don't forget all of the instructions, measurements, everything are over on my blog. Tomorrow is World Card Making Day, hashtag WCMD 2021, and we have a new host code, ANQQNQMC. You all have a wonderful weekend. Post pictures of your cards that you make, and I'll see you Monday for another card tutorial. Until then, bye-bye.